Bare naked, bare naked, bare naked, ABCs. Welcome to the Bare Naked ABCs, where we discuss every Bare Naked Ladies song from 7 to Y and back again. So let's roll out. And before we begin tonight, I want to apologize. There was an audio mistake that was made on my part, which accidentally cut Aaron out of the entire podcast. Tonight is going to seem sloppy and jagged, and it's not going to quite work. But rather than going through and re-recording everything that Aaron had said, I decided that we were going to move forward as best we could. This is the best product I could get from Betsy and I for this week, and I greatly apologize. And joining me tonight is Betsy, and we were supposed to have JD from Bare Naked Ladies R Us this week. Unfortunately, he, like me, is feeling very under the weather, but I'm kind of running the show, so I can't just, dip out. So, he was not able to join us. He'll join us for another song in the future, I'm sure. And we do have his written notes that he wanted to share with us. So I will, when we get to ratings, I'll bring that up. Ed wrote this song in collaboration with some other people. If you've never heard this song before, it is on Detour DeForce. And here is a quick snippet.
We're gonna roll out, take over this town. We're gonna kill it till the sun comes up. We're gonna roll out, it's about to go down. If you think I'm kidding, you can kiss my dust. I can see you need a little loco in your Vita. Oh.
And Ed co-wrote this with Kevin Griffin of Better Than Ezra and Craig Wiseman. So Craig Wiseman is an American country music songwriter and producer. He is the co-founder and owner of Big Loud Enterprises. He has been writing country music since the late 1980s, and his songs have been recorded by Lori Morgan, Tim McGraw, Kenny Chesney, Dolly Parton, Blake Shelton, and a number of other people. He has written 26 number one songs that have hit the Billboard Hot Country Songs music charts. He knows his area, and he's written over 300 songs total, so he's pretty prolific. He did help write this one, which is not surprising once you've heard the song. He also is the writer of Live Like You Were Dying. He was inducted in 2015 into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. While he was with BMG, he wrote 22 singles. So he was pretty big. He also wrote, his first song that he wrote that got big was The Only One by Roy Orbison. Yes, I'm a big Roy Orbison fan. And so, that one shocked me, so... But then again, it was at the end of his career, so.
Sassy.
So, I would like to hear the breakdown of this song. Aaron, will you give us a breakdown? So, Rollout was recorded at 121 beats per minute, and it is in the key of A major. It is almost the entire song is in F sharp minor to E major to A major, which is a 6-5-1, which in a major key is reoccurring leitmotif of Keep Knee Play 1 from Philip Glass's opera Einstein on the Beach. And what I'll call the bridge, we do hop to B temporarily. That's the only new chord that we really have here. So we go from F sharp minor to E major to A major to B major, which is not diatonic to an A major. The B chord would be B minor and A major. So I suppose one could arguably mean that we have moved to F sharp Dorian, but I'm not really sure about that. Because A major still seems like a tonal center to me. So I would say it's borrowed chord. But if someone wants to say the bridge moves temporarily into F sharp Dorian, that's fine with me. Changes, such as they are, will designate the A changes for what's happening in the intro chorus, and verse F sharp minor to E major to A major, and then to B changes for the bridge F sharp minor to E to A to B major. So we have intro A, chorus A, verse A, chorus A, verse A, chorus A, bridge B, chorus A. So ba. It's, if you like what someone that their favorite band is saying, and they're a huge fan of ABBA, and they speak very slowly.
Or they've just had a refreshing beverage and they still need to tell you the name of the band. ABBA. I love it when you do this because you're like, this sounds like the background for a coffee commercial. That's my favorite thing. No, you're not wrong at all, but it's my favorite thing. It's so great. It's so great. Best part of rolling out.
I don't dislike this song. I don't like this song. It really didn't really capture my imagination or stroke my enthusiasm. It sounds like a song that they would play over a summer party or barbecue scene in a movie or maybe in a sitcom. It feels a lot like driving around in circles. Betsy, what did you think about the music?
The music was fine. It's kind of boring and repetitive. I mean, without getting too much into what I really think of it, like globally and lyrically, I just think the intention of, kind of like a mid-tempo hype song is there, but it's like also has like an old dad shuffle to it. I love you guys. I just can't 100% get behind this song. There's just something dragging about it, or like it's like they need a nap or another cup of coffee, or maybe, I don't know, just
nope.
I got nothing else.
It's like George Bush Jr. decided to ask him to write a song for them or something.
Oh no! Hiss boo, hiss boo.
Is there a Texas Roadhouse but for old people? Because that's what it feels like this song was written for. Like, we can country dance and line dance, but we gotta do it a little slower.
That's actually not true, because I was waiting at a Texas Roadhouse once, and there's a bunch of teenagers there, and you know how they have the peanuts on the floor and everything? Some of the teenagers spelled out YOLO in peanut dust shells. So it's a very hip place, I'll have you know.
Yeah, but at least at Texas Roadhouse, like, they dance faster.
Corrected, and I stand up on my soapbox.
You mean those 25-year-olds weren't driving around in circles?
No, they're like 14 or 15. It's crazy. Just children. Cotton Eye Joe.
But that song is repetitive, but I can listen to it at least halfway through before I start getting annoyed with that song.
It's the trouble with Tracy.
My first thing that I wrote down was, what the actual fuck? Like, it's country mixed with nonsensical lyrics mixed with techno.
On a Venn diagram.
How can you take three things that I hate, mix them together, and make me either want to line dance and puke at the same time? Like,
it's kind of like if you're trying to do like a kale smoothie and then you add some apples and then some yogurt and none of it's really like your favorite and you're like, oh, I think I just made vomit.
Yes.
Yeah. Minus the stomach acid. Yeah, exactly. Vomit loading. Not that this song is vomit. I don't hate it that much, but like...
If I didn't, I'm going to.
I wish I cared enough to hate it.
I don't hate it. I want to have the emotion enough to hate it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like, I'm like, eh.
Yes.
I do like the real horns that we have in the song.
Real big bare naked ladies.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I want to hear this sped up. Damn it, I just gave myself extra work.
All right. Yep. Here we go. We're gonna roll out, take over this town. We're gonna kill it till the sun comes up. We're gonna roll out, it's about to go down. If you think I'm kidding, you can kiss my dust. I can see you need a little loco in your feet up. Oh, find ourselves a little terra incognita. Yeah, we're gonna get it till the getting's all gone. Keep calm, carry on, turn it up, sing along.
I want that. Yep. Just to give credit, we have Ernesto Barahoma on trombone, Michael Ray and Tom Moffat on trumpet, and Eric Ratz on loops.
Nice. Rats and loops and rats and loops.
And I think that might be why I don't hate it so much. Like, I want to hate this song, but then we have the horns, and it's like, all right, you're starting to win me over a little bit.
Yep. I'm horny for horns.
Okay, so I have a question.
If you call.
Why, if you have the opportunity to use real instruments, why wouldn't you? Kevin is in the background playing a synth to make the noises from a mouth harp, but it's not a mouth harp. They don't give credit for a mouth harp in the liner notes. So it's Kevin playing a synth to put in a mouth harp.
Did you say line harp?
I did say line harp.
I love that.
Lion harp.
No, like line. Like a line of coke.
Line harp.
Yeah.
And I know that they recorded this at Ed's studios in his house, but it just felt like they could have spent more time on it. Well, let's talk about the bridge, or really the lack thereof.
A rotary. An Augusta rotary. Yeah, there you go. Whee!
Yeah, except I wouldn't be saying we. It's like that scene in Christmas or European Vacation where it's like, look, kids, Big Ben, Parliament. And I thought a NASCAR race was monotonous, but this bridge makes me want to pluck out my eyes.
Oh, dear. That's graphic. Oh, no.
It's so bad, I don't want to attack my ears. I want to attack my eyes.
Okay.
Either that or I'm just really sick when I'm writing my notes.
Yes. Either way, just very visual.
Ed made a song for the neutral zone.
Nice.
I wish I had more to say about this song. At this point, Aaron asks a question about why did they write "You Can Eat My Dust"? Because you think it's country.
Because they're doing donuts. They're doing donuts in their circles. I don't know. Or maybe they're actually physically dusty because they're so old. No, I don't mean that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't mean that. I love you guys. Yes. Well, you can always get the senior discount. No. See, this is what this song has done to me. It's made me bitter and jaded, which I definitely was not before. Never, not even once. Not a single time. So all I had written down for like the lyric component was that At first I thought it was kind of more of a touring song, like, oh, here we go, we're gonna roll out and do our gigs, but it's not really that. It's more like I said, like kind of like a mid-tempo hype song, but not even like a hype song, like a, okay, boys, let's get our suspenders on and our inshores.
A very generic hype song.
Yeah.
How can you have a generic hype song? I don't know, but they did it.
I don't know. I will give them credit, though, for when they were mentioning the Backstreet Boys song for the karaoke. I historically detest most, if not all, boy bands just because they're quite disingenuous and just out to make a buck is what it feels like to me. So when they morphed it to make it sound very like demonic and sinister, I was on board for that.
Backstreet Boys, we're gonna roll out.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. So I wrote about the drive around in circles. It kind of reminds me of like when I was a teenager, we'd do donuts in the church parking lots.
Drive around in circles, drive around in circles, drive around in circles, drive around in circles, drive around in circles. We could drive around in circles, drive around in circles, drive around in circles, drive around in circles, drive around.
And it kind of sounds like they're reminiscing their old high school days and maybe, kind of just feeling sentimental, but, in a very vanilla way. And I would reference Paul Hollywood and say, I liked it, but I didn't love it, which is a shame. No handshake. Yeah, my favorite line would be like, I can see you need a little loco in your Vita, because,
Can see you need a little loco in your Vita. Oh.
Had fond memories of Ricky Martin back in the day. But ultimately, it just doesn't have all the layers that I love from BNL. It's pretty one-dimensional, pretty one-tone. It's very, like, in limbo. It's not great, but it's not horribly, like, burning my ears like it is for Tracy.
And I wish I could say that it was horrible. I can't. I just don't care.
Oh, right.
No, I did say that. The bridge was the only part that gave me any feeling. So the whole second verse is basically just making references to 80s songs and 90s songs.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Journey reference.
So we've got the Hall & Oates song. We found that love and feeling instead of we lost that love and feeling. Then you have the Journeys, Don't Stop Believing. Mm-hmm. Then you have them talking about karaoke.
Be righteous if we found a love and feeling. Oh, a twist and turn and journey, don't stop believing. Yeah, karaoke, sing, shy girl gone. Can I get a Backstreet Boy?
Can I get a hey? I don't.
Colin Hay?
Maybe the hey song.
Oh my God, we played that all the time during band.
Glitter.
Hey.
Exactly. And then Backstreet Boys, like, but I'm not. It's not like we're getting any message out of this.
Yes. Yeah.
We have a bunch of thrown references.
How you say?
But that's what I liked about old BNL is like, yes, they made references, but they made it with a reason. Like there was a point to them making the references in the song.
Honestly, I just wish they wouldn't bother unless they're gonna put something
Quality.
good out. God, I sound bitchy every time I try to say it, but it's just like, just take your time, take another year, flesh it out, get some more layers in there. Yeah, let it marinate. Put it in a.
I really feel like they were itching after COVID to come up with something and to do something.
I get it.
And tour. And at this point, Aaron puts forth the theory that if this were the end, if B&L is done recording and done touring, he would just like to see them get back together again with Steven and put out the last thing, put out the last record. Of course, he puts it much more elegantly than I do, and unfortunately, it is all lost. But that is the basic point here that we respond to.
Oh my God, please. That man is a genius.
I don't think that could ever... The last two albums make me feel it could ever happen. And my reasoning is... I want it to happen too. But my reasoning is I think at this point, Ed is very happy with the music he's making, even if I'm not. I think if you get Steven in that room, he is going to want to make fundamental changes to the music, and because they have verged away from each other significantly. They used to collaborate so much, and they used to do like what the Beatles would do, where they would build off from each other and change things, but change it for the better. I don't feel like they could do that now, because I think that Ed likes what he writes, and I don't think he would be open to the collaboration, because the direction Steven would take the music in would be very different from what Ed is.
Maybe you're right, but I don't think so.
Nice. I hope that I am wrong too.
Hello, Pantheon Podcast listeners. Christian Swain here to tell you more about my experience with Raycon earbuds. Our family now has 3 pairs of Raycon earbuds around the house, and my wife just grabbed a pair of the Headphone Pros to replace some headphones from a company that was double the price. And yes, she loves them. Now, if you haven't pulled the trigger on a pair of Raycons, or even if you have, but you're in the market for another pair because they're just that good, well, now is the time to check them out, because they just launched their upgraded model of the best-selling everyday earbuds. With Raycon's upgraded everyday earbuds, now you also get active noise cancellation, ergonomic design, and multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once. New quick charge function, 3 customizable sound styles, plus awareness mode. Available in a variety of vibrant new colors to complement any and all skin tones. I even have a pair of earbuds in a cool green color. I have tried just about every earbud known to humankind, and these Raycons are fantastic. Seriously, if you've been wanting to check out Raycons, there truly is no better time. You're going to ask yourself why you didn't check them out sooner, and Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Go to buyraycon.com/Pantheon today to get 20% off your Raycon order, plus free shipping. That's right, you'll get 20% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Pantheon. buyraycon.com/Pantheon.
So let's put some numbers to this. I want to ask you guys. I like the idea, but you'll see if you guys like it. I think we should give how many Optimus Primes does this?
No Ludacris's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How about Ludacris roundabouts? Yeah.
Okay. We'll go with
How
that.
about we don't use your idea at all, Tracy? I'm so sorry. I love you, buddy. Yeah, boot it out.
Yep. Well, Aaron, how many ludicrous roundabouts do you give this song? And Aaron gave this song a 2.5. Now, sliding on over to JD's review. So JD, again, is the one who does the Bare Naked Ladies Are Us podcast. Love JD. Wish he was able to join us. Unfortunately, we had some problems there as well. He says, it's egregious dad rock that almost feels like pure satire. Like, obviously, it's all the little tongue-in-cheek, but even that falls flat. Almost nothing about this song works for me. And it makes me angry and disappointed when I hear it. this isn't like Foo Fighters, Wilco, Dad Rock. This is just, I learned how to play a guitar and want to embarrass my teenage daughter, Dad Rock. Which is fine and funny, but to spend time and money recording it, nah, bro. He gave it a 1 out of 5. Aaron, we're not going to be doing much on We next week either, so. Next week we're talking about peace.
Inner peace.
It is. We're going to be discussing the Peace Lady.
Ornamental piece is what we said. Cod piece.
But Betsy,
Yeah.
how many ludicrous roundabouts do you give this song?
Well, let me just back up and say, on the whole, I really like a lot of this record. This is just one of these songs that I could not miss, unfortunately. I think, like I said before, it's pretty meh. There's a couple cute things in there. Is it enough to save it? Not really. So I think for me, knowing what they can do and knowing that they put this out kind of is a bummer. Sorry, guys. I love you so much, but I'm not going to love every one of your songs, I guess. So, yeah, I give it like a 2.3.
And I'm right along right there with you guys. I don't hate this song, but I also don't like this song. And because this is one of those ones they like to come to every single time that they play a concert. They love to open up their pre-show practice with this. That was another video that they put out there, was the Summer Jam, where they recorded themselves playing it during their warm-ups. And I could care less.
Couldn't care less.
I just didn't care. If they sing it at a concert, I'd be like, all right, cool, but I'm not jamming with it.
You're not going to leave.
I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to go get a beer.
You can do better. Shame on you. Do better.
There are songs on these last two albums that if they play them, that's my beer run.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't one of those.
Have you heard the song Beer Run? It's really funny. Anyway, go ahead.
We'll put in a snippet of it right here.
B-double-R-U-N, Beer Run.
Well, I don't have to. Betsy just sang it for us.
Yeah, that's it.
So I'm gonna give it a 2.4. I don't care.
Oh, well. That's right. Averaged. We already got our average.
Yep.
2.4.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wish I could say that I'm peaceful about this song, but I'm not. I don't care. Hopefully,
Not peaceful. Segueing into.
Hopefully, next week's song makes me care.
Yes.
Even if it puts me to sleep, I'd rather have that than
The enlightened podcaster. That is Tracy.
I hope so. I would never describe myself.
Well,
that way.
you never know. A song can change a man.
Midichlorians.
Oh, yeah. Prions. Yeah.
Prions, nice.
Mad Tracy disease. Yes, not to overshadow the midichlorians, but yes.
Well, guys, peace out.
Peace out, A-Town. Thanks, that was fun.
It's NFL draft season, and that means it's time to start thinking about fantasy football. FantasyPoints.com features industry-leading experts and prognosticators using proprietary hand-charted data to help you score more fantasy points. FantasyPoints.com is the place to go for whatever kind of fantasy football you play. Whether you play fantasy football, daily fantasy sports, or do a little bit of everything, Fantasy Points has the meticulously researched content to guide you to victory. And why wait for the fall? Fantasy Points also covers the new spring football league, the UFL. Join the guru, John Hansen, Scott Barrett, Joe Dolan, and other massive names in the fantasy football universe with an exclusive offer. Use code Pantheon for 15% off any Fantasy Points package, including the all-in package, with access to every article, tool, and data nugget that Fantasy Points has to offer. That's fantasypoints.com and code Pantheon for 15% off at Fantasy Points. Fantasypoints.com, code Pantheon. Score more fantasy points.